What's going on, you guys? Team Toon Rose back at you today with another video. You know me, Kami, voice of the channel, followed by me as always, Jack, the technician of the channel. How we doing? How we doing, buddy?
Going.
Let's go in. So, as asked for, we were asked to build a an FTK deck that has a 95% success rate. I will not say it probably wasn't the easiest thing, and it might not be what you're expecting, but after building it, I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm gonna
I
say
have,
Jack did a hell of a job with
I
it.
have, I have scavenged the internet. We have found cards, and here we are with Magical Explosion FTK.
Magical Explosion FTK. Now this deck it's gonna work a lot like an Exodia deck, but without the Exodia animation.
This deck is pure. It's unlike Exodia, where like sometimes you feel like you break. Even if you're using the cheating Exodia, you still feel like sometimes you can break, depending on your deck building skills. This deck, from what I've seen, I've played with like I played this for probably about like 2-3 hours. In each game, I've never had a hand that just just flat down broke.
I say I've only played it 5 times, and all 5 times I've FTK'd. So it's gonna be super simple. 3 Royal Magic Libraries. So every time you're playing a spell card, you get to place a spell counter on the card, and when the spell and when it hits, you can put up to 3 spell counters on it. Remove those counters, and you get to draw a card. We're gonna have Thunder Dragons, 3 of them, for deck thinning. I say when the Thunder Dragon's in your hands, you can discard 1 and add 2 in your hand. Your Thunder Dragons are gonna be your main discard fodder, along with the Blue Eyes Toon Dragons, minus 1 of them. Blue Eyes Toon Dragons are in here solely for the Cards of Continents and the Toon Table of Continents. Now we have the Cup of Ace. Cup of Ace is a bit of a hit and miss, but you can also use it for your Graceful Charities if you do not want to take that gamble. But simple for Cup of Ace, you toss a coin. Heads, you draw 2 cards. Tails, your opponent draws 2 cards. Graceful Charities, you draw 3 cards, then you discard 2 cards. Into the Void. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand, draw 1 card, and if you do, during the end phase of the turn, discard the entire hand. Magical Mallet. Shuffle any number of cards from your hand into the deck, then draw the same number of cards. Pot of Duality, you get to excavate the top 3, add 1, and then you can only play 1 Pot of Duality per turn. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. 3 Pot of Greeds, you get to draw 2 cards. Running 3 reloads, add all the cards from your hand. Add all the cards from your hand back into the deck and shuffle it. Then you get to draw the same number of cards that you added back into the deck. 3 Toon Table of Continents. You add a Toon card from your deck to your hand. 1 trade-in. Discard a level 8 monster. You get to draw 2 cards. 3 Upstart Goblins. You get to draw a card and your opponent gains 1,000 life points. And then here's the card that's going to win you the duel. Magical Explosion. Activate only when you have no cards in your hand. You inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each spell card in your graveyard. I say, before you end your turn, you have to make sure you played at least 1 Into the Void. That way you have an extra draw potential. Well, I guess we probably should have went first, so he can't Exodius for turn 1. Alright, it's not gonna Exodius turn 1. But we started with this. This is really. So we're gonna go ahead and set our 2 Magical Explosions. We're gonna go ahead and play a Royal Magical Library. Wow. And then Pot of Greed. Into the Void, perfect. Yes. Ooh. We're gonna go ahead and hit Into the Void. Yes, we do want to chain. We're going to reload. Magical Mallet and Upstart Goblin, perfect. Base. Go ahead and activate Royal Library. One extra card. We got another reload. Let's hit it. Graceful Charity, perfect. Now we are going to go ahead and pitch World Library and Cup Base. We're going to go ahead and set Magical Explosion. I'm going to hit Upstart Goblin. Amen. Pot of Greed once more. Was that the third? That was the third. I should go ahead and activate that. Just wasted that. That extra card, perfect. Go ahead. Let's play the other Into the Void. Why not? We do have the Magical Mallet that we can, but I like playing Pot of Greeds better. Otherwise, okay, yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and Magical Mallet this. Fun. I'm gonna leave the Pod Duality in my hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw these other three back in. Okay. Thunder Dragon, another Pod Duality. Go ahead and get that extra deck thinning. Now we do need. I will say we draw another card. Trade-in, awesome, perfect. Tune Table Continents, even better. Keep that thinning coming along. And grab their extra, or go ahead and grab our other 2 copies of Tune Table. And grab that last one, then we'll go ahead and grab a Blue Eyes. Not before we activate Royal Library. Graceful Charity, even better, because we already have our fodder for that, the 2 Thunder Dragons and a Blue Eyes too. I will say, do keep an eye on how many cards you have, because you can I feel like you can overdraw out of this. There's Thunder Dragon, Upstart, last Graceful Charity, but first we're gonna go ahead to Royal Magic Library. Okay, 3 more. Go ahead, discard that, discard that. Now, alright, let's look at Into the Void real quick. Okay, so if you have 3 or more cards in your hand, you get to draw a card, and if you do during your end phase of the turn, discard your entire hand. So here we could honestly just end, but I'm gonna play Upstart. 1 more card. Oh, did I already play it? I guess I already did. We'll go ahead and play a Cup of Ace. Oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Royal Magical Library. 1 more card. Now, I'm going to leave it with 1 card, because you never know what's going to happen. But, we're going to go ahead and just end. Into the Void makes us discard our entire hand. Then we activate all 3 of our Magical Explosions. Remember, for every spell card that we were just playing, your opponent's going to take 200 points of damage. Magic Explosion, 5,400, boom. Magic Explosion, 5,400, boom. Magic Explosion, 5,400, we win. And I will say this is probably a good way to also get your effect damage achievement as well. But like that, bada bing, bada boom, super easy. So, but that is the Magical Explosion FTK. It's obviously you can't take this into online, like into ranked play, because Magic Explosion's banned, Pot of Greed's banned, and Graceful Charity's banned. Plus, Into the Void is limited to 1, and Upstart Goblin's limited. So if you're looking to take this online, you can just forget about it because it will not work. This is strictly to help you just burn through your challenges, to burn through your reverse battles, even the rest of the game if you need to. Well, you will take some time to get all the cards that you need for it, but you won't take too much time. And as you can see, first turn works every time. You just have to. This is it, Magical Explosion FTK. We're gonna like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys want to see another challenge deck, or if you need help with another deck, or viewer requested deck, all that stuff. I'm Kami, he's Jack. Together we're Team Toon Rose, guys, and we will see you in the next video.